With great power comes great responsibility.
Hey guys, it's been a while. I hope you're doing alright. Welcome to a story of the will to let go. The experience of darkness and the loss of lightness that comes with it. Welcome to a truly amazing story.
Oh, I just wish I could do
That
more.
shows
Well, May's always told me if you help someone.
You help
now to
everyone.
get to this point, we have to go from the start. Right when the Spider-Man tried to help Flint Marko, the Sandman. We also have to go back to the beginning of this story, because Brian Entahar and his team of Insomniac Games have nailed it again. I knew maybe halfway during my experience that I would want to create my newest video essay on this game. There's way too many important concepts and ideas for me to not talk about why this age-old, iconic narrative in the Spider-Man mythos of a hero as hopeful, as in tune with his community as that. A hero like that, doubting their impact, wishing they could do more and becoming more vulnerable due to that misplaced guilt. That's where the story begins. There may be Doctor Strange portals opened by Black Cat, but the first door of healing was opened by Miles Morales during the early game. Mac Gargan. Scorpion himself being the one in need of saving on the crashing ship along the water. Staring him down through a haze of violent red, there's a certain innocence that's shown through Miles' selflessness, and a violent fervor through Scorpion's stare. The boat is then revealed to be the start of the descent of the young spider's psyche. An encircling web of revenge and struggling to let go, but instead pulled back. Ever since that day he sees Martin Lee be taken from the raft by Daddy Craven's hunters, Miles becomes obsessed with avenging his father, Jefferson Davis. It eats at him like a cancerous poison. You'd think this would break him, but no. He has Peter, but not for very long. Soon his brother would fall victim to his own poison. Vulnerable to an illness every spider feels soon enough, thinking they're not enough. The spider arms being there at the start for extra protection for the ones Peter loves is a major sign that our now 25-year-old heroic nerd, for the first time, you hear subtle worry in his voice in certain earlier missions of the story. However, when he has the symbiote, his worry fades into an uneasy yet comfortable anger. With this greater power he now possesses, his great responsibility is now twisted into protecting his loved ones and his city through darkness and fear. You can see this shown visually when Peter thinks and reflects on how Craven treated people like Dr. Connors or Harry. The anger even increases when Parker has succumbed to his deepest of addictions of the alien substance, whenever he's worried about Miles in that very intense, dark chunk of the game, when Peter saves Miles, and then Miles saves Peter. Spider-Man didn't save me back there. Miles did. A brotherhood. Peter is no hero without the people who stand and have stood beside him. Yuri, May, MJ, Miles, Otto, even Harry. A great scene showing this growth from the first game, with the message there being to take the right lessons from people who aren't willing to hear you out. Takes place after our 25-year-old Boy Scout is freed from this darkness. It's subtle, but on the way to start to take back his city, Peter looks at the old electrical tower from where Dr. Octopus stood above him all that time ago. He looks at it, looks ahead of him, and swings away. Nothing more needs to be said. It was beautiful to see Peter remind himself of Ben's ethereal words once again, that with great power, there must also come great responsibility.
It's yours, son. And with great power comes great responsibility. I love you, son.
first webhead project that's made him truly face and deconstruct his great power and great responsibility in an immersive experience. Whenever you go on your missions to help Wraith with trying to stop Cletus Cassidy's flame cult or fighting Lizard, when Connors tries to help you after the fight and you think you're about to kill him in a brutal fashion, it makes you feel conflicted as a person, because all you want to do is help these people, but you also like how this otherworldly power feels. It's exactly how Peter feels with justifying his use of the symbiote.
It makes me a better Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, he says. The twisted tone of his voice. But he forgets what makes a good Spider. Peter Benjamin Parker. Miles Morales. Cindy Moon, I'm sure, will have a great power to honor her great responsibility in the third and final game, too. We see Peter forget this, that he's a good man under the mask. He forgets wanting to join Harry at the EMF. He forgets all the times May has been there for him, and shown him with every person she's saved at Feast along with him, that when you help someone, you help everyone. Even Venom, this twisted monster of a truly great man in Harry Osborn, has twisted his goals into his own selfish one, bringing his symbiotes back home on Earth. But in the end, Harry does the right thing. He's had years to contemplate his death, but he finally has a purpose in sacrificing his life, potentially for the lives of millions. Peter doesn't know what to say. He's speechless, as were we. So many people have shown him that it's okay to let go of pain, the guilt, the feeling of the world on his shoulders. It's okay for Spider-Man to be happy for a while, because as we've seen, he never really has been. Sure, he's tried, but he forgets that all of this perseverance has been in Miles since he's been bit. Since his father got killed. Because when he helps someone, even if they've caused you immense pain, will letting go of that pain and being strong enough to forgive, despite the fear, being brave enough to put on that mask every day, well, at the end of the day, that helps everyone. And maybe if we simply try to show that anyone can help just someone, anyone, it'll make us better. Because anyone can wear the mask. And with all that being said, stay tuned. And until next time, bye-bye!
Parker for a while.
Are you sure? It's a big city.
I can handle it. As long as I can still call you for advice.
You don't need it.